what's funny to me is that, we can talk about these different places where we heard jazz and it came from, but I don't think I would have I wouldn't have appreciated it as good this time around.
As good?
Thank you. We rewind that. Do take two. Take two, Mark. Boombox, deconstructing Cowboy Bebop, and go.
It was so good.
You know how, if you want to increase your vocabulary, start a podcast, because you'll realize that you only say the same 7 words over and over.
Repeatedly in different orders.
I got to think of some new words to say. That was cool. I liked it. Good, man. But I wouldn't have appreciated it as well or as much. I wouldn't have had as much appreciation.
You wouldn't have had the depth of appreciation for...
jazz.
Insert word here.
Yes, if it wasn't for, I don't know, see if you will recognize.
Dun, 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 dun. That's what happens when you capture the flag on Mario.
Cowboy Bebop. All right, see if you may recognize this or you may not. Theme song.
Don't tell me it. I love it though.
So good.
Getting that swingy beat.
Yep.
Kind of feels like midnight.
It seems like
no matter what time of day you hear it.
Doing this, but it's super fun. That's what jazz is.
The perfect shenanigating music.
Yeah.
Can you send me that link?
Yeah, totally.
I feel my body in 2 different places. I'm still playing for both teams. Sometimes it feels I was born with 2 faces. I feel the smoke climbing down my cheek. I hear the jokes and I smell the blood.
No, what was that to?
It's the theme song for Bosch.
Is that Pussifer?
Nope.
Could totally be Pussifer.
But a hot shot cat from an orphan Guinea. What do you know? 'Cause the hip to the bull and the hip to the right. What do you know? And he up with your ass 'cause you ain't got a penny. What do you know? What you know about the ways on the underside? What do you know? A hot shot cat from an orphan Guinea.
They could. I would love to hear a
I know.
Pussifer version. It's they're called Caught a Ghost.
I know them. Blacklist.
Oh, okay.
I've captured a couple of songs from Blacklist.
Cool.
I love them. I'm
Awesome.
surprised I haven't heard that one. What's it called? The name of the song?
The song's called Can't Let Go.
Yeah.
It's from the Bosch.
I think I might
show.
actually have it saved now that you mention it. I just haven't heard it much. It's not on my faves list, so I need to add
And
that.
speaking
That
of-
was fun.
Super
I
fun.
love shenanigating music.
Well, and speaking of shenanigating, Lost.
Do you have any idea how badly I want to kill you?
Yes.
One of these days, sooner or later, we're going to find a loophole, my friend.
Well, when you do, I'll be right here.
Always nice talking to you, Jacob.
Nice talking to you, too.
The person in that shenanigated all that was the man in black, who was Titus Welliver, who played Harry Bosch.
Yeah, on Bosch. Yeah, totally.
He was brilliant. I mean, he knocked it out of the park. One of the best performances
really need to
of
watch
a character.
that. I'm glad you
know
brought
what I'm
that
saying?
up.
Speaking of keeping it simple, his performance
Yep.
is super just simple.
Low-key
and gets excited when it needs to, but it reads the room, and he's so cool in it.
Perfect
He's
execution.
so noir, so cool, but
He
mysterious.
is very noir. I wonder if that's by design. Or if he even realized, like...
I wonder if we could take a side here and talk about intelligent design or God or what is the deal here? How did he become him?
Esoteric existentialism.
Well, jazz, that's what it is. It's existential. That's what Jason Silva, he always talks about his old videos were existential jazz.
Yeah.
One of the most interesting phenomenons of human beings is our creativity, right? I mean, our ability to transform the world, our ability to imagine new possibilities, our ability to probe the perimeters of possibility, remix the present, to see into the adjacent possible, which Stephen Johnson refers to as a shadow future that hovers over the present state of things, a map of all the ways in which the present can reinvent itself. Creativity is just connecting things, as Steve Jobs says. And people who go into this creative zone, virtuosos of the imagination, those ecstatic technicians of the sacred spaces of human virtuosity, athletes when they get in the zone, scientists when they have their eureka moments, musicians, artists when they enter these flow states, jazz musicians when they're improvising, Charlie Mingus as he rhapsodizes through a tumbling thicket of ideas with such a sharp and vital alacrity that it can take the breath away.
But jazz is a lot of times used to capture those existential loneliness moments of like thinking about stuff too.
Well,
and
yeah, being introspective. It's kind of it kind of is introspective
Inquisitive.
music. Inquisitive,
but about
definitely.
yourself sometimes, existential that way. But anyway.
Yeah, interesting. But yes.
But speaking, of Lost, but that show in it, so Michael Connolly, the author of the Bosch series of books, writes this character as somebody who likes jazz. So in show, they talk about jazz because he has a collection of it. He's always trying to talk to his daughter about why she should like it. And
I did watch some of that.
yeah, I think you caught it every once in a while when I put it on at
I
night
watched
and
it in the
stuff.
bathtub, I think, a few times.
Oh yeah, probably.
So I'm not sure where I'm at in it, but yes, I do remember
I think
that
you
being a
started
thing.
it, yeah. So listening to them talk about it was kind of fun. It was like kind of teaching me about why I should appreciate jazz more.
Yeah.
And I always love doing that anyway, going deep dives on different kind of genres of music. But I wouldn't have chosen jazz. But it was so cool. It was so good with that show that I
Perfect,
started going, okay, I understand. There's way more kinds of jazz. And just because, I did, rock music, what do you mean, fast-paced rock? It has to be Rush? That's rock music? Or actually, what's even better is... is that Yngwie Malmsteen? Is that Joe Satriani? It's got to be for it to be rock music?
Yeah.
No, there's a bunch of fucking kinds, dumbass. What? I should have been more open to think of it like that.
Yeah, that there was a depth to it more than just this random freestyle.
Exactly.
That was unscripted or no patterns or, you know what I mean? No rhyme or reason.
Yeah, right.
That's not what it has to be.
Yes.
And now that that's been discovered.
I discovered the Dolums.
Yeah, actually, I like it a little.
Yeah, right. No, and it was just, I don't know, that show really, even just within it, not just them talking about it, but the feel of it, from them using it.
It was really fun.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And so then bring that back around.
It wouldn't have been the same without that music.
No, it
at
wouldn't.
all.
And then so, and to bring that back around to now leading up to the relaunch of Cowboy Bebop and hearing that theme a second time now after watching the anime early on was so fun. And what did it for me is one night I was watching, and now that you can do Bluetooth from the Apple TV, and I had my Beats in and I was listening to it. And when that theme came on, I was like, when that thing came on, I was like, I was hearing all kinds of different things. Yeah, I was like, ooh, is that little shaker in there? What's that? And then, what is this guy doing over here on the bass? And wait, I can hear it slapping. I can hear the strings.
It's a very creative use of the instruments, too.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's fun about jazz, is it's not all about just playing the typical way. There's a lot of creativity in how those instruments
come
are
together,
physically just played even.
Yes, exactly. That too.
Independently by the musician, you know, they don't approach it necessarily always from the classical manner of playing.
Yeah.
You know, they've figured out other unique sounds from utilizing different creative ways to play their instrument
Right.
of choice.
The other part of what was kind of cool about this too, this experience is there was a musician named Grace Kelly, who's a jazz woman.
Yep.
Who I think was kind of a child prodigy a little bit, maybe, if I read it right.
Okay.
And it's pretty well known in the jazz community,
Yeah.
right? But she got to play a part on Bosch in an episode. And so she wrote a piece for, they were going to this club and they had jazz playing, right? And she got to write the part, right?
Fun.
Yeah, check this out. I think you'll dig it. It's got a really cool feel to it. It's called Blues for Harry Bosch.
As soon as the bass kicks in, I'm just like, I'm in.
And those little chime,
Yeah,
keyboard, whatever that is.
It does sound like chimes a little bit.
Oh, that bass though.
No. Should have an intro music as that.
Those horns.
What is that?
That's that Blues for Harry Bosch song.
No, that.
Oh, I think it's a muted trumpet. Or actually, I think that's a sax. Yeah, it's sax.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Real soft.
Yep. It does
That's
sound
a flutter
muted.
by right there.
That is a flutterby.
But it's kind of modern, you know.
Yeah.
It's jazz, obviously, but it's smooth and it's got this modern beat to it.
Yeah.
It's good, man. It's just smooth.
Well, it's balanced too with the bass. I like the balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still got that jazz slightly
Yeah.
off existential piece to it. It's like, whoop, but just a little bit fall back into place. That bass though, that stand-up bass.
I know, I love it.
Stand-up bass, badass.
Is that what it is? That's not a cello? Is that
might be some
different?
cellos in there. What I'm hearing, I feel like it's a stand-up bass. There's a piano too.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
It's the notes you don't play that are just as important, man.
Yep. Agreed.
It's so that's what's such Philly about it. That syncopation.
That's fun. What was that?
I don't know. That might be just a synth. I'm not sure what that was.
You're probably right.
Oh, that's a mean bass right there, though.
Yeah.
Oh, now you still got that piece that's like, hey, just in case you forgot, I'm actually a badass. So there's that. I'm just gonna leave that right
Just
there.
because
And then
it
we'll get back
seems
into
random, here's a little of my badassery.
Yeah. Let me just run up and down this just for a second.
Well, it's like when
It's
the
like
singers
it's martial
with the,
artists doing their moves. Like every once in a while, they'll bust something out, just let you know, like, bitch, I can just back off. I'm doing my thing, man.
Well, it's like when the singers go off on a run. You know what I mean?
Totally.
And it's the same type of scaling. I love it.
Yeah, so that's Grace Kelly.
Impressive.
Her song from that show, she got to be in that scene. So
Yeah.
it's probably a pretty fun
I bet it
moment.
was.
But what was not even cooler, but what was fun with that is Michael Connolly, the author for that series, said that he listens to her and gets inspired when he's writing. 'Cause Harry Bosch is a noir character.
Yeah.
That's why he likes jazz and he listens to it. Probably why he writes, I bet. And
It's very like, it's very Pink Panther, right?
oh, it's so Pink
So
Panther.
wait,
I love it.
I want to play this thing too. That's very Pink Panthery. I think it's called Pink. Oh yeah, it's beatbox. It's a Panther dance, and he's beatboxing.
Yeah, because you brought it up one time, but I'm not sure if we played it or not on here.
It's my theme song on my Facebook.
Jazz, man. Skit. All right.
With his tongue on his mouth. I love that. That bass.
Yeah. That fifth note harmony right there. Ooh.
Love it. Feels so effing good.
Oh, so good.
So
That's
good.
Alice in Chains, baby.
I know. But it's so swanky.
So
like floating under the radar.
Driving down the street.
Oh, I love it. I listen to this when I'm driving on my trips.
Yeah, I've just been editing the episode that I did with Drew, and we talked about Trip Like I Do from Crystal Method. It's the same kind of feel. It feels just like this.
Fun.
That's Trip Like I Do.
Fun.
Insert clip here.
Right?
That should be our t-shirt.
It should be. There he goes. I love it.
Just in case you forgot, I'm here.
I've heard this a few times. I cannot hear
that
this.
syncopation at the beginning of the Pink Panther theme is all about that syncopation of those notes you're not hitting. Like,
Yep.
It's so fun.
It is
It's so
the
fun.
in-betweens
Yeah.
put together and sounds amazeballs.
And see, this is jazz, and I would not have thought. I would have thought of this
If I'd
almost
heard
as
this when I was a
blues
kid.
more.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know, and they're
Initially.
intertwined to a certain extent,
Right.
Sometimes, but it's jazz, baby. And Yoko Kanno's theme, kind of for her approach to this, was basically kind of like the Pink Panther theme.
Yeah.
Which was basically her quote was, she said, "I want the soundtrack to convey, well, life is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well." Because they, in that show, the Spike character, he's this badass, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like sometimes he'll care about something and he'll get into it, but for the most part, he's just like, all right, whatever. Like he doesn't really want to be responsible for anything.
Yeah.
But he'll take care of stuff when he needs to. He'll come in and do what he needs to do, but he's just like, oh my God, whatever. And then, all right, move on. Like it's just all Zen, man. It's Zen Buddhism. And again, all this journey from anime, starting with Razafon and this jazz existentialism, all this all coming back to our Zen Buddhism journey has been so fun.
Yep.
Like seeing how it all comes together.
It intertwines and interlaces.
Yeah.
And even when you look at her too, like watching her little interviews there, I mean, she carries herself that way. She like flows.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice just like flows out of her mouth, and it's so like soft, and you have to really, it's like it captures you.
Yeah.
It's beyond just captivating. Like it literally grabs you, and it's like, you need to listen to what I have to say.
It's, you know what it is? I was just layering this clip in for the episode with Drew as well, with Alan Watts talking about, have you ever seen a badly designed wave? No,
Yeah.
they always
No.
do the right thing. That's what it is. Like you have to be like clouds. Like
And even if you think
go
about
with the
that-
flow. Whatever decision you make doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You have to make one. And you got to try. But it all comes out in the wash. Like you just got to do something and you got to move on and don't worry about it. And it all goes together. That's jazz, baby. Like, oh, messed up. Don't worry about it. Go jam up.
There is no messing up in jazz.
no. I tripped up.
You got a
Jazz
lot
is
of
Dick
wiggle
Van
room
Dyke,
there.
man. You know, like